Hidden Chinese tracking device? Found in UK government car, sparks national security fears?
Here's a summary of the article.
A hidden Chinese tracking device was found in a UK government car after intelligence officials stripped back vehicles in response to growing concerns over spyware, has been told. Officials had dismantled the British government vehicles and swept them deliberately for Chinese tracking SIMs to step up the UK's defence against espionage from hostile states, according to two intelligence sources. A second intelligence source confirmed that in recent months a team of government officials put in charge of protecting national infrastructure had been thoroughly sweeping government vehicles for Chinese hardware. Multiple further sources warned that the occurrence of embedded SIMs in government cars was an example of China's penetration of the supply chains of major car manufacturers. SIM cards are commonplace in vehicles, installed by car manufacturers for connectivity purposes, or simply to feed back data on the performance of a car. The SIMs allegedly embedded in ECUs by Chinese companies are put there without the car manufacturer's knowledge and appear to give the Chinese suppliers the ability to connect to the car and collect data, including where it has been, how long it has been stopped in a certain place, and even the way in which it has been driven. A Volkswagen spokesperson said the security and safety of products is a top priority, and the car manufacturer sets very high standards for the security and integrity of its vehicles and IT systems.
This post received a score of 8,600, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than the geolocating device had been placed into a vehicle inside a sealed part imported from a supplier in China and installed by the vehicle manufacturer. I think we'll see more of this. Securing supply chains is the name of the game for 2023.
So much for buying that Volvo XC90.
Right? I used to love Volvo. I love the V60, but I have a thing for wagons. I was super pissed when they got bought out.
I love how the modern Volvos look, but I'd rather drive an 850, our wagon in yellow please, over the modern stuff.
I had an S60R and I regret trading it in. The STI has been nice, but the blue leather and chrome shift dome was so clean.
China works very hard to make sure that no one should ever trust them in any way.
Doesn't matter if people don't trust them, people still buy their stuff.
This Eufy's home camera system spied and put names to people's faces without consent. They and the parent company, Anker, lied about it, downplayed it, etc. Saw several comments saying who cares? What are they going to use it for? So what? Google and everybody else collects data. To be fair, it could be China's propaganda, brainwashed loyalists posting those types of replies. But we know outside influence on the politics, election is effective. And price is king.
Damn, Anker is scummy. Glad I only have their power banks and charging cords.
Yay, they make quality products, but after the spying and disaster response I am avoiding them. Best to avoid all Chinese brands if possible.
If only we didn't sell out to China so they can easily bug devices. Anything for cheaper production, I guess.
Well, a lot of manufacturers are moving to India now. I don't see how this solves the problem, as I'm sure people paid $8 per month can be bought with just a child's lunch money and will be more than willing to install anything on the production line.
This is the definition of kicking the can down the road. So in a few years, when we just move it all to India and they become an economic powerhouse and do the exact same thing as China.
They already are, the media just doesn't cover it as much.
I know, but it's still a terrible idea. Moving industry out of the West just means if a war were to break out, lots of countries' industrial capacity to produce arms would be severely hampered. 75% of all chips are produced in China. These are critical components in all modern vehicles and equipment besides small arms.
There's no way that's accurate. Especially military-grade silicon. Unless you're counting Taiwan as part of China, which, I don't know why you do that.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.